Good morning, and welcome to Wet Winnipeg. Yeah, it started raining last night, and it's been raining off and on all morning. Yeah, I was looking at our bridge, and I only saw two people on it, at least when I looked. I think you probably know who they were. Yeah, it's our die-hard walkers. What was it? Dawn and Bridget. Honestly, you gotta give those people credit, don't you? Now, why do we have a hot glue gun and an electric knife sitting here? Well, you're gonna have to watch the extensive rollback, which I will once again drop down on the bottom where you can scrub ahead to get to the end of it, because it's kind of long and it has nothing to do with the model ship. Oh, please do not comment and say it's dangerous to leave your electric knife plugged in. Oh, I am getting so tired of the safety comments. I gotta tell you, I think if there was ever anything that made me stop allowing comments to the videos, it would be because I just can't take it anymore. Anyway. I'm not talking to everybody. It's just a few people that are just constant with the safety comments. Be careful. Sorry, I just got to get that off my chest. Let's roll back. Okay, before we get going here, and I temporarily glue some of this foam down onto the seat, and also I want to see if the electric knife will cut it. I haven't tried it yet with the electric knife. I know that this stuff cuts very easily with a butcher knife, a very sharp butcher knife, which that's my thing, sharp knives. Okay, now before we get going on this, I've received, I believe, 3 comments from people. Got another one here today. Worried about the fact that this was going to crack or break if the where the seat post rests right here. Okay, people are afraid that it's going to, break right here. It will not break. First of all, it is supported. Some of the weight is supported here. Some of the weight is supported here. And right now, the seat post is about a millimeter away from this. It's not even touching this. Okay. And this, okay, I think probably what happens is people are looking at this and they think it's a board. It's not a board. It's plywood. Let's see if I can, okay. It is extremely strong. You should hope that your floor in your house is as strong as this. In fact, this is stronger than the floor in most new houses, so it's not going to break. Let's not hear any more about that. Okay, now this is the plan. What I want to do is I want to very lightly glue this down and then sculpt it. I'm going to have to try and cut a piece to go in the back there. Unfortunately, this one right here is thicker. But that might be okay. It might be okay if it was a little bit high in the back, and then after I get it glued on, then I will, I will go around it and get the contour right, and then or the curvature right, and then I will sort of bevel it. That's the plan. Yeah. Okay. Let's just, for the fun of it, I don't think I'm going to be wanting this piece right here. Let's just see how well will the knife cut. I'll recompose here so that you can see it. Oh yeah, that's going to cut just fine. I'm going to lay this down now and sort of pretend I'm filleting a fish. Okay. I suppose it might be possible to take a slice off of this piece right here to make it the same thickness as this. But maybe we'll try it first with the way it is here. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be needing this anymore. I'm kind of sorry that when I was throwing my packing away that the bike came in, there was another big chunk of this stuff similar to what you just saw there, and it's too bad I threw it out. Now I'm thinking, if I was to, okay, this is almost perfect. If I was to contour this like this, that'd be all right. And okay, why don't I just tack this down with a hot glue gun, just a little bit, so that in the event that I do want to make the whole thing a little narrower, I can get it off. All I want to do is just hold it in place. I'm not even going to put upholstery on it, and I just want to see how it's going to feel. That's the plan. Okay, I only need to go that far. And I think if I slide the knife along the edge of the table here, I should be able to keep the angle just about right. And okay, is this going to slide nicely? Yeah, that'll slide good. Hey Ron, don't cut towards your hand. The blade could slip and you'll cut your fingers off. Shut up. Okay, now if I had tried to cut it any other way, you wouldn't have been able to see me do this. I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't think my bottom is going to feel any different. Okay, let's cut this off here now and try not to cut the green cloth. See, now that was the right spot. We'll just go just a little bit, maybe a little bit wider, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to want to go around, all the way around with the knife, and it'll be easier if it's a little bit too wide. See, look, all the fingers are still there. Okay, I'm just noticing it's still 24.3 outside, and it's well into the evening already. It was a beautiful day. I did get out and go for a bike ride, so that was nice. But this foam is very strong. I can tear it like that if I get a tear started, like a zipper. But a tear like this, I think it's going to be great. I wonder what this foam is called. Maybe it's a kind of rubber. I don't know. Anyhow, so this is the plan. That'll go there. This will go here. And this will go here. And we'll cut off what we don't need. And in that bevel that we put on here, that's going to be kind of, I think it's going to be all right. I hope anyway. I can always cut it down a little bit more if I have to. Okay, let's get the hot glue gun warmed up here and get this down. Okay, you can see what's going to happen there, right? And as I said, I don't want to put down any more than I have to here. Just enough to hold it in place for a, you might call it a, get this shaped and a test run. Alright. And this is going to fit right back in here, like so, like that. Okay. Alright, once that cools down, it's probably going to stay on there. Okay. Okay, I think I can swing this all the way around. Might be a little bit hard staying in there. I think I should be able to do it. Alright, go all the way around. There we go. I guess I can always speed up the video if this starts getting tedious. Or if I go into the table. Alright, here we go. Try and hold this horizontal, or rather vertical. I don't do retakes. Okay, try this again. Here we go. I was going to go like this, but I just know I'd freak everybody out, so I just won't. It's still not working. How come it's not working? Oh, I plugged in the wrong cord. I plugged in the glue gun. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. Well, my excuse is it's 8:36 and I'm sleepy. I should be in bed already. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I can't hold it like this. I gotta hold it like this. Can you still see it? Is that better? Okay, I realize that I am tilting in a bit now, but that's all right. We'll just do that all the way along. I'll try and keep the same angle here. Okay, as I've said so many times, I'm scared to look. Oh, it's not too bad. I'll just take and contour it. I think where it was the most, you might say, painful was right here. So, yeah, want to go in maybe a little lower right there, and yet maybe not too much though, because I don't want to be. If I go too low, then I'm going to be right down on this again. And that was, fairly sharp. What time we got? 8:41. I think it's almost bedtime for this old boy. Okay, I've already put a bevel on this one, and I'm going to do the same on this side here. I'm just taking a small amount off, just enough to get rid of the, I was going to say sharp corner, but this is not what you'd call sharp, not like this. And we're going to try and get the same, start about here and go in. I was going at about a 45-degree angle. Okay, I think that's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Okay, I'm not going to cut any more now. We'll give this thing a try tomorrow morning. Or maybe tomorrow afternoon. Well, this is a first. There may not be an episode today. We just had a power failure about 20 minutes ago. And it's still off. got a call from my neighbor. He wanted to know if my power was off or maybe his cat had done something. Yeah, I asked him, I said, did you plug in 2 toasters at the same time? Anyway, yeah. There's enough light coming through the front windows that especially if I was to take the spray booth down, and I get light from both windows, and I could get this monitor out of the way. It's useless right now anyway. There'd be a certain amount of light coming through here. I mean, after all, I'm not blind yet. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I sure hope there's going to be an episode today. My battery backups in the computer room are beeping away. There's probably enough energy to upload onto YouTube one very, very short little episode. But today's episode isn't it, so we'll just see what happens here. Power failures here in Winnipeg usually don't last too long. Usually they're just very, very momentary. But this one is probably the longest that I can remember, at least when I was awake. It could be that, when I was asleep we had power failures. But anyway, let's just wait and see what happens and keep our fingers crossed. Okay, we're just doing sort of a test right now. I really don't think I could actually do anything much in this light. I'd probably be breaking a lot of stuff off. The ISO right now is cranked right up to 10 or so thousand ISO. And now, I just wanted to mention, though, I think you can probably see this okay. This thing here, it could have been painted black. I think it was Mark Livingston made the comment that this thing was actually painted black at one time. So when I was spraying there yesterday with the NATO black, I could have done that. I don't know if I'm going to brush black over top of the 19 gray that I put on there. But you know what? We were gonna take this and we're gonna mount some of these. What are these? Optical units of some kind? Anyway, they've got to be mounted in different places on here. But it's just too dark. You are probably seeing it brighter than I am right now. And then of course we've got our little antenna thing. It has to go. It goes. I think it's on that one. Where's the manual here? The manual shows up good. Yeah. This antenna, radar antenna, it actually goes right here. So I think I'm not going to try and do anything. I'm just going to wait for the power to go on, and we'll just sort of chalk this up to experience. I know a few years ago I was thinking of getting an emergency generator and having it on hand, and right now I'd probably be outside trying to get it started. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just have to wait, folks. We'll just have to wait, and as I say, keep our fingers crossed. Okay, as the famous phrase goes, let there be light. Yeah, power failure only lasted about, I'm guessing, a couple of hours, maybe not even. And if it stays on, we will have an episode today. I will try and get this off. Maybe I'm not using the right tweezers here. I was thinking I didn't want to scratch this thing, but then on the other hand, the idea is going to be that I want to be able to hold it upside down and do a little better job of painting this base part here. Now, one of the viewers was asking if he thought I got the underside of this thing, and I'm thinking that in all likelihood I didn't. I'm just going to use my rubber tip tweezers here to hold it by the antenna. If I can just get it here. Maybe I should be moving in so you can see what's going on. Just let me recompose here. Anyway, it is drying up outside at the moment, so I might get out on my bike today, so that'll be nice. I've been out every day since I started, so. Now, if you'll remember yesterday, I was having difficulty getting my brush underneath. Okay, there, I think I got it. Yeah, I was having a hard time getting underneath the array so that I could paint this plastic part properly. Now, here you can see, when you look at it from the bottom, you can see the photo etch. But fortunately, we're going to be seeing it from this angle. So we are not going to be seeing the... Okay, you get the idea. Now, let's fasten this in here like this, in such a way that it's not going to go pinging out. And see if I can just adjust everything here. Well, I'm going to have to do it off camera. I want to get it so that it's completely upside down. Then I'll be able to repaint this with the 66. Okay, I think if I'm very careful with my finest brush here, because I could actually break this off. You know, it's just very precariously where I'm touching glued together, so I'm thinking this should work. We'll slip on the macro lens. Now, when I'm looking at it from this side, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I need to really put any more on or not. Maybe I should just do around the bottom here where I remember I couldn't get down very far. Now, I'm pretty sure that I got, let's see if I can turn this around and still keep it in the field of view. Move my paint here. Yeah, it was underneath there. You can see it now. Let's see if I can turn it a little bit more towards me here. Grab my brush, resample the paint. Okay, now just very, very lightly try and get down here where I couldn't get before without touching the... Okay, I think that's going to be all right. Yeah, we can't see underneath here anyway, so why am I worrying about it? Probably because I just want to see if I can do it. Okay. I'm pretty sure we got 95% of it. Okay, when we see it from the top here, we're not seeing any photo etch glinting. And I don't think I need to do this top area of the pedestal. We did that pretty good yesterday. And besides, my brush is drying out here. One of the things that I should be doing here is painting the horn with the 66, so it sort of stands out a little bit. Not that it's going to look bad the way it is, but I think it would look better if it was painted. And once again, my brush is dry, I know that. And also, let me show you, there's something else. I'm going to just do the horn off camera and just quickly get it done. That way there'll be less of a chance of me accidentally getting it onto the deck. Now, speaking of the deck, it has to be painted the 77, okay, all the way around. And it's not the only deck. I'm just going to back out here a bit and show you where else I've got to paint. Okay, I just finished the horn here, and I'm looking into the monitor, and I see there's a tiny little place that I missed on it. Okay, I think that'll look okay once it's dry. Well, how about the rest of it? Maybe I should just drag my brush along that seam. Okay, I've cleaned off my little brush here, so I don't need to worry about getting 66 on right there. Okay, so that's this is all gonna have to be the 77, but so is this, because you can see here, let me move in a little bit. Okay, there are 4 little holes there, and that's where we're gonna put our 4 little, I think they're optical units, I'm not sure. And then obviously something is going to go on top of here. But this is clearly deck. And that's got to be the 77. So, without any further ado, I think I better, I'll use my littlest brush here so that I can get right up as close as I can to the bulkhead without touching it. Oh, I'm probably going to touch it a little bit. And, you know, if it goes up the bulkhead just a little, we'll call it the baseboard. Okay, we're all shook up here. And I've got on my magnification hood. And I have rigged up a rotator here. Should work. And we're going to use our littlest brush and try and get in behind the horn. That's going to be kind of hard. And not touch the... Yeah, that is going to be hard. Alright, well, let's give it a whirl here. Okay, now this is the 77, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. Oh, don't bump the rotator. Okay, now I just want to try and get in there. How am I going to be able to get... You know, I might have to repaint the horn. Because I'm almost sure as shooting I'm going to get this 77 on it, trying to get that. Okay, the deck is good now. But I did touch the other side of the horn. Now, mind you, no, we're not going to see it anyway. Might have to give this 2 coats. This 77 is still thinned out pretty good from the airbrush. I'm probably getting in the light, aren't I? Okay, well, we're going to do 2 coats. All right, here we go. Now, this is where that keyed peg is going to have to go, so I don't want to get paint down in there. Oh, I went a little bit too high there, didn't I? I'll probably do the second coat off camera. It's almost like my paint needs to be put the lid back on and shaken again. And I do believe we have to put a railing on this after too. Okay, now to get underneath here, this part here is kind of blocking my vision a little bit. Okay, you know, I think I'm going to have to do the rest of this off camera. And the inside here I'm going to use the wider brush. But I think I've started to get a little bit shaky here, and I can't quite get my angle right and still hold it for the camera. So I'm going to just get the rest of this off camera. Okay, I've got the first coat of the 77 on everything here, and I know it looks really blotchy, but I think it's going to look okay once I get the second and possibly the third coat on. And I don't know how much of this deck we're actually going to be able to see anyway. It might be covered up with stuff. Now, Mark, I did, as long as I was painting with the 77, I did paint this cover the 19 up with the 77. So it's it's sort of a little bit halfway between the NATO black and the 19. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it out there, but the sun is trying to come out. And it hasn't rained for about 3 hours now, so I might get out and be able to try out that bike seat. Now, I guess I gotta kind of apologize here for being so cranky at the beginning of today's episode. Yeah, I was pretty hard on Safety Sam. Poor Safety Sam. He was just trying to look after me. At least that's the way he looks at it. Okay, I'm going to wind her up here for today. I don't think there's anything else that I can really do here. And what do we got here? Almost 2:15 already. And this episode is pretty lengthy. So, yeah. I'd hoped to get these pieces down today, but you know, I just forgot that I had to, you know, paint my deck, and as the old saying goes, life is what happens to you while you're making other plans, and the other plans were to get those things down. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.